Hi everybody, I'm Jared Pike. This is Shell Point Today for Tuesday, June 17th. On today's show, Lenny Wodarczyk tells us about how his neuropathy support group is offering much-needed help on this difficult subject. Gary Keating gives us a golf tip about irons from the Shell Point Golf Club. And we'll also visit King's Crown, where it seems everyone there is just happy. But first, don't forget about today's two fascinating Academy classes. History professor Adrian Kerr concludes his series on the history of England at 10 a.m. in the Grand Cypress Room, and then continues next week with a class called Prelude to the U.S. Constitution, telling the story of how this monumental document came to be. Also today, we welcome Sanibel author Charles Sobczak. He's written multiple books about the flora and fauna of Southwest Florida, from the time of the Calusa Indians, through Ponce de Leon, and up to today. Now he's looking into the future, and he wants you to join him. Learn more at Florida's Wildlife, a lecture from author Charles Sobczak, happening at 2 p.m. in the Grand Cypress Room. Sign up for either of these Academy classes by calling the Island Service Desk at 454-2282 or the Woodland Service Desk at 454-2054. Now tomorrow, we have two free musical events you should know about. Pianist Andrew Klein is a skilled musician from West Palm Beach who has a broad repertoire. He's giving a free classical concert at Shell Point tomorrow afternoon at 12:15 p.m. in the Social Center. All are welcome to enjoy the beautiful classical sounds of Andrew Klein. Also tomorrow, Jazz and Stuff, the Shell Point band that gives free concerts every Wednesday, is taking the summer off. Tomorrow is their final concert before their summer hiatus. So if you love good old-fashioned sing-along songs, then join your friends and neighbors at the free Jazz and Stuff show, happening tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. in the Grand Cypress Room. We now have a word from Gary Keating, the head professional at the Shell Point Golf Club. He's got a tip that can help you get the most out of your irons.
Hi, my name is Gary Keating, golf professional at Shell Point Golf Club. Have you ever noticed when you're playing golf that you hit various clubs different lengths? Most of the problem's in the setup. What we're looking for in a ball position is 3" off the inside left heel. We took some close-ups of the angles of the loft of the club at the address position. We've got taught years ago that basically ball position for a 3-iron should be way forward and the pitching wedge should be pretty much off the back of the foot. 7-iron and 6-iron, the middle iron should be basically in the middle of a stance. What I want is one ball position for every golf shot, keeping it 3" off the inside left heel, and the butt of the club, which is basically the top of the cap of the grip, is what we call the butt of the club. That should be located right in the center of your belly button. By doing so, we'll have the same amount of loft for every golf shot. For example, if you make a golf swing at 100 miles an hour, it should produce a certain loft at the point of impact. By placing the handle forward and the ball back of the stance, we're either going to de-loft the club at impact, which will give us a lower trajectory and a longer golf shot. What we're trying to do basically in golf is to hit the same golf shot 7 days a week. Once again, the most important thing is the setup. So if you're actually hitting the golf ball the same length with your 7-iron to your 9-iron, check your ball position. Once again, ball position 3" off the inside of the left heel and the butt of the club basically in the center of the belly. By doing so, you'll get the correct amount of loft to impact, the ball will go higher, and you'll have a lot more control over the golf shot. I hope this helps you, and you can always check us out on the webpage at shellpointgolf.com.
Every month here at Shell Point, we have a variety of support groups that meet on various topics. You can read more about them on page 24 of your Shell Point Life magazine. Everything from Parkinson's to caregiving support and even Alcoholics Anonymous. Today, we're going to talk about a horrendous condition called neuropathy, where your hands and feet lose all feeling. While there may not be a cure to this condition, there are steps you can take to positively deal with the condition. Lenny Wodarczyk leads the Neuropathy Support Group, who meet tomorrow at 11 a.m. at the Woodlands Oak Room. Let's hear more about it.
I'm Mary Franklin, here today with resident Lenny Wodarczyk, who is the resident leader for the Neuropathy support group. It is one of 11 support groups we have here at Shell Point, and the information for this support group and all Shell Point support groups can be found in the Shell Point Life, normally somewhere towards the middle of the magazine. And today we would like to highlight this fabulous group that meets once a month and led by Lenny. Lenny, thank you for being here today.
It's my pleasure to be here.
Now, neuropathy is interesting because it affects approximately how many Americans?
Well, I read someplace that affects 20 million American citizens, which to me is surprising. But on the other hand, we have about 2,400 residents living here at Shell Point. And all told, during the past meetings over the past 2 or 3 years, I've had 50 people come at different times who just live at Shell Point. Unfortunately, some people become discouraged and don't come as often as they might have come and may benefit from our input and output. And also, it's nice to hear from them what they've tried and what they've found helpful, and some things which they don't find helpful.
Right, because what would work for me to ease the pain, which a lot of time is like pins in the bottom of your feet or different areas.
That's true.
And so what may ease my pain may not ease yours, correct?
That's so true. And some people also have the pain in their fingers and their hands. Now, most of us have our tingling and burning in our feet.
Your group, not only, you don't just come and chat with each other, you bring in guest speakers. Can you name a couple that you've had in the past?
I've had Dr. Gavin, a podiatrist who does work here at Shell Point and comes here, I think, at least once a week. I've had an expert in fitting shoes, a podorthist, come and give us 2 different talks during the past 2 or 3 years. And I've had also a reflexologist who works here at Shell Point. And she specializes in massaging of the feet and how it can help different parts of the body.
Right, and that's Marianne from the salon. Right? And it's important that people continue to come and not get disappointed or frustrated, because somebody may share an idea, or a speaker shares an idea that may be the trigger they need to find some relief.
If I can share you one example of that, a lady in our group tried using some capsules, and I tried the same thing. Well, that did not help me at all. But she was happy to buy those remaining capsules that I had, which was an unopened bottle, for almost the same price I paid for it. So, again, it's one of the examples that things that helped somebody else did not help me or may not help you.
Right. And your group meets monthly. You have a topic or a subject or a guest speaker each time, but you really do encourage open communication and talking during your group.
I do encourage, Mary, that the people that do have neuropathy come to the support group and share with one another what's happening with them, what may work for them might well work for me. Possibly. And I think aside from that, it's also a good place where we can share each other's frustrations and make our feelings known to somebody who's suffering from a like problem.
Well, you are really diligent in getting all the information, making sure you share it with others, and also have open arms to hear others' ideas. You're a wonderful support group that is there for many people, and I appreciate all the hard work that you put into this group. I've had the pleasure of sitting in on a few of the neuropathy support group sessions, and you really are, you become a family. The sharing of information comes both ways, so you do a great job.
Well, that's nice to hear. Thank you, Mary.
Wow. If you would like to join this group or ask Lenny any questions, please refer to your Shell Point Life. As I mentioned before, all the information on all the Shell Point support groups are found each month towards the middle section of your Shell Point Life. I'm Mary Franklin, along with Lenny Wodarczyk. Make it a happy and healthy day.
Well, there's no getting around it. Some people are just happy. And maybe they can't even tell you why. They're just happy. We've found that the people that work in our assisted living facilities, the Arbor, the Springs, and King's Crown, are especially happy. And as part of their Employee Appreciation Week, the residents and employees of those 3 buildings made a video to show just how happy they are. Today, it's King's Crown.
Bring me down, can't none
think they're happy? Just wait until you see the Arbor and the Springs later on this week. But for now, let's cover all of Tuesday's happenings from Resort Services, followed by your Academy news, menus, and Village Church connections.
Thank you for joining us today with the Happening segment of Shell Point TV. My name is Leslie Brand, and I'm here with Bev Chanley, and we have a lot going on this Tuesday, so let's get started. We're going to start bright and early at 7:15, Health Connections, Bend, Breathe, and Balance, and the Health Club. 8 o'clock, pickleball with the pickleball court. 8 o'clock, round robin doubles tennis at the tennis courts. 8:15, stamp ministry at the stamp room on the island. 8:30, Ladies Golf Association. Members only, the Shell Point Golf Club. 9:15, Caregiver Support Group Therapy in Session 1. This will be held at the second floor Educational Center Room number 2 at the Rehab Center on the island. Sign-up is required. And then at 9:15, we have Memory Care Group Session 1. This will be held at the second floor Educational Center Room number 1 at the Rehab Center on the island. Sign-up is required. 9:15, Open Painting in the Art Studio. And lastly, at 9:15, Shuffleboard at the Shuffleboard Courts. 9:30, Match Play Mixed Doubles Tennis at the tennis courts. 10:15, Through the Bible Study Group in the Osprey Room. 10:30, Caregiver Support Group Therapy, Session 2. It's in the second floor Educational Center Room number 2, the Rehab Center on the island. Sign-up is required. At 10:30 is the Memory Care Group, Session 2. This will be held at the second floor Educational Center Room number 1 of the Rehab Center on the island. Sign-up is required. 11 o'clock, Susie Q, Rum Runners for Lunch. Sign-up is required. 11:45, Health Connections, Living Healthy in the Osprey Room on the island. Now here's Bev for the afternoon activities.
Thank you, Leslie. At 12:15, we take off for a trip to the REVS Institute for Automotive Research. Court pickups begin on the island at 12:15, 12:25 for Woodlands, and 12:35 for Eagles Preserve. Sign-up is required. Then we'll move to 12:30 for Mixed Progressive Bridge. That's in the game room of the Woodlands. At 1:15, we have the Knitters Group. They'll be meeting in the Osprey Room. Also at 1:15, we have the Rollicking Recorderist in the Tarpon Room down in the tunnel. Our last 1:15 activity is the Women's Ministries Prayer Group. They'll be meeting in 408 Royal Bonnet. At 1:30, we have a Health Connections class, Aqua Pilates Stretch. That meets at the Life Quest Aquatic Center on the island. Also at 1:30, we have the Stamp Ministry in the Sable Room of the Woodlands. Another Health Connections class at 2:45 is a Balance and Mobility Training Level 2. That meets in the Health Club and is currently full. And we round out the afternoon at 4:15 with the Health Connections Tai Chi Cha class. They'll be in the Health Club on the island, and currently that's full. Well, we're so glad you joined us here today, and we will see you back here tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Terry Coleth with your Academy information for Tuesday. At 9:15, a computer class, Becoming More Proficient on Your Home PC, continues in the Computer Teaching Center on the island. At 10 o'clock, an Introduction to English History, Session 4, will take place in the Grand Cypress Room of the Woodlands, and you can sign up right at the door. At 2 o'clock, Florida's Wildlife will take place in the Grand Cypress Room of the Woodlands for those who have signed up. Tomorrow we have a new computer class, and it is touchscreen training for tablets and laptops, taught by Floyd Jamison of Parkwood. I'd like to take just a moment to talk with you about our Pavilion Auxiliary, to give you a little volunteer update, and to let you know there are numerous opportunities this summer to serve on the first, second, or third floor with the concierge program, with the beverage cart, or with the reception desk, the birthday committee, or the dining companions. Please give me a call if you have any questions, and please take a look at the back page of the weekly reminder to see how to sign up and for more information.
Menus for Tuesday. In the Crystal Room, the Crystal Platter is pork tenderloin with couscous and roasted tomatoes. The dinner special is build your own stir fry for $12.95. And the soup of the day is chicken and white bean chili. In the Island Cafe for lunch, the special is a taco salad with fresh fruit for $7.25. The dinner special is country fried steak with mashed potatoes and mixed vegetables for $8.25. Dinner specials in the Palm Grill are shrimp scampi for $13.95 or a grilled pork chop for $14.95. Menus are available 24 hours a day at www.shellpoint.net.
Hi, Randy Woods, and as we go through this summer, we're grateful for the opportunity we have to gather as a community and to sing together. Just last week, we had the first of 6 summer choral workshops in the Grand Cypress Room, and the next one is coming up on Thursday, June 26th at 10 a.m., again in the Grand Cypress Room at the Woodlands. I'll be working with various choir directors in our area. Throughout the summer, folks like Rob Flint from McGregor Baptist Church, as well as Elwood Smith from the Sanibel Congregational Church. And we're looking forward to Jeff Fox being with us. He's from the First Presbyterian Church of Bonita Springs. But Thursday, June 26th, we look forward to having Phil Chandler with us. Phil Chandler directs the choir at New Hope Presbyterian Church, right here in Fort Myers, right down McGregor Avenue. Phil is a fine conductor, a graduate of the University of Alabama. As well, he continues to direct the choir here at New Hope Presbyterian Church, and as he comes to join us, we will have opportunity to read some of the anthems of the church, some of the classical literature, and he's going to present a little exercise for us to vocalize and to continue strengthening our voices and our music skills as we sing together. I invite you to come and be a part of this. Members of the church choir, the Shell Point Singers, any singer in our community is welcome to participate. We've asked that you make a contribution of $5, register at the service desk, either at the island or in the Woodlands, and come and join us and be part of the summer choral workshop. The first workshop just last week, we had over 55 coming, and we had a great time singing together, and we look forward to this next session on Thursday, June 26th at 10 o'clock. So contact the service desk, come and join us, and be part of this summer choral workshop as we unite our hearts, our voices, and sing together. It's going to be another great time of inspiration and entertainment as we sing and make music together.
We're glad you joined us for today's show. Tune in tomorrow as we learn a new, simpler way of conducting CPR with no need for mouth-to-mouth. We'll also visit the Arbor, where, dare I say it, they are happy. Until then, this is Shell Point Today for Tuesday, June 17th. I'm Jared Pike, and from all of us here at Shell Point TV, we hope you have a great day, and we'll see you again tomorrow.